Yeah, thank you for the the knowledge that you gave us, because I've learned a lot about the moral things, about the moral discipline, etc. because of this conversation.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate that. Because the essence of religion is having morals, having ethics, right?
Yeah.
Being a good human.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in God or any religion, but I believe in being a good human and treat each other with kindness and love, right? With feeling connected with each other and everything, the environment, and treat everything and everyone with respect.
Yes.
Right? Because this is the only way how we can have a better world, right? Because if you look around, world is a shithole, right? Because there are so many bad people and we don't care enough about our problems in the world. We have starving people, over 800 million people starve on Earth. There's so many homeless people, there's so many environmental problems. We are destroying our planet. We are destroying our own home. We all should have the values of a religion. Like the core of a religion is to be a good human, right? Of every religion. It doesn't matter which, there are thousands of religions, but most religions are based on being connected with everybody and everything and practicing love.
Yes.
Right? So what I mean is, even though most religious people acknowledge this, that religion is about being a good person, they don't really practice that, right? Do you see that?
Yeah.
That they are hypocritical usually?
Yeah.
They call themselves good, but then they are not really, they are just like everybody else. And they kind of use the religion to escape the guilt. They say, yes, God, you can punish me for everything I did, and then they keep just doing all those horrible things, right?
Some pastors just use religion to make a living, actually.
Yes, religion has always been abused by influential people and was always abused as an excuse for horrible treatment of other people and horrible things. Actually, the purpose of religion is to increase consciousness, awareness of your own actions, and to make you think for yourself in opposition to doing what everybody else is doing. Yeah. Because you see this, right? You see this pattern that society always starts what is normal. So everybody is like, this is normal, I want to be normal, so I just do what other people do to not appear as someone who is not fitting in, so that I can be accepted for acting accordingly to what society wants me to do. The problem about that is that it erases your ability to think for yourself. And what follows then is you can do very evil things without even seeing or feeling guilt. You don't even see that you are doing extremely horrible things just because you feel like if it's normal and if I just shut up my own mind and just do what everybody else is doing like a sheep, then it's okay.
Religion is useful because in this earth need a rules need a rules to do not do bad things, always good to be people, always be polite.
So you said we need rules because otherwise we would just kill each other, right? Like basically, or we would treat each other badly. That is true. So religion teaches ethics and morals, but what I said earlier is that religion also kills the ability to see for yourself what is wrong and what is right. Because religion tells you this is wrong, this is not wrong, but then those people lose perspective, like they cannot distinguish anymore between good and right on their own. They have
So,
to have to read it in the Bible.
They just teach us how to behave good. Actually, they just teach us how to behave good and do good things, but they are not doing it to themselves.
Yeah, like they cannot understand it for themselves, because they are like, if it's written in the Bible, then it's true. If it's not written in the Bible, then it's not true, and they just go by it. You can usually not convince those people about actual morals, because if it's written in the Bible, then they just don't believe it.
They just disagree.
They just disagree based on the Bible, or based on a religion they are following. Basically, they are losing their ability to have morals, because they are just following what is written down and become unconscious. I believe in the essence of religion, but also I think for myself. I go about everything with like, okay, is this good or bad? Is punching a person bad or is it good? Or in what situation can it be good? So it's not like I read in the Bible and there it says punching a person is bad, so you can't do it. I think about it for myself, then I understand, okay, that person would feel bad, that person would feel pain, so that is bad. So this is how you should go about morals. This is how you understand it. It's about empathy. You know what empathy is?
Yes.
Empathy is looking through the eyes of someone else. It's like if I would insult you, and if the roles were reversed, I would feel like you, right? I would feel the same. So I can understand. I can feel the same as you would. And that's compassion. That's empathy. That's emotional intelligence. So usually religious people are not bad people, don't get me wrong. They are usually good people, right? But in some situations, they don't see that their actions are actually bad. They are evil.
They're just hiding their true personality.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. From themselves maybe too, right? They are lying to themselves as well. How would it look like if you would apply, being a good person into your life?
You just apply it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you just take aside the bad things and just do the good things to the people around you.
Can you name bad things?
Bad things like killing people, robbery. Like
what else? Corruption. Yeah. What else?
Deceiving people.
Deceiving people, yes. Lying. Then what else? Cheating. You can manipulate people. You can basically hurt a person, or you can also apply this to the environment.
Every one of us, we have the ability to choose what is right and wrong, right?
Right.
So it depends on us, on how we apply the what religion taught us. So we have the right to act like we're a good people. So we have a choice. So it depends on the person on how to behave.
Yes. Yeah, or we can do it without religion, right? We can just distinguish for ourselves what is right and what is wrong. What about killing? Is there any way you can kill somebody in a moral way?
I think there is no way that you can kill, because killing is always evil. It's evil doings. Yeah?
Right. So there's no
bad.
justification for.
There is no good reason to kill person.
Yes, right.
So there is no moral way,
right,
to kill a person.
Right. And that applies as well to abusing someone, exploiting someone, slavery, for example.
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking, yes. There is no excuse for that, right?
Yeah, there is no excuse for that, because that's their choice. So there is no reason.
Their choice? What do you mean?
It's their choice to do bad things, right? So there is no good reason or moral way there's no good reason that they are doing it. So
also, so you mean they have a choice?
Yeah.
So they should choose the better. They should not choose the evil. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So if it's bad to hurt a person, to kill a person, to enslave a person, how about killing a dog and eating a dog? How about that?
It's the same.
The same thing?
It's the same thing.
Okay. What about cats?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Because the cats and dogs, they have lives like us. So it's the same thing. Because they're living in this world like us, no? They enjoy their life. So if we are killing them, so it's the same as killing person.
What about hurting a dog or a cat?
It's the same.
Same thing, right?
It's the same thing.
How about putting a dog or a cat in a cage?
It's the same thing.
Same thing, right?
Right.
It's still wrong. There's
still
no
wrong.
justification for that because every individual wants to live in freedom and wants to be happy,
Yeah, right.
doesn't want to feel pain or anything like that. So are there any animals for which it would be okay to hurt them, to put them in a cage or anything like that?
There is no animals that if you know,
Okay.
because animals is like it's the same as we're animals, right?
Yeah, we are animals, right?
We are animals.
We are not aliens.
We're not aliens.
We are not aliens. It's not like we are an exemption and we are like that godly, and that's arrogant.
Yeah.
That's thinking of yourself like, oh, I'm so much
better.
more valuable than every other species. That's like racism, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because if you think that I am better than the others, then you are actually racist. If you apply this to the race, it would be like I am white and therefore I am better than a black person. That's racism.
That's racist.
And the same mentality applies to if you say that a species,
Say this. I'm human. then
yeah, like a human
you guys
is more important and more valuable than another species. That's speciesism. That's like racism.
That's racism.
It's the same mentality, and that is called speciesism. Speciesism.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard this word?
Not yet, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Speciesism.
Nice. As you said, there is no animal, there's no species for which it would be okay to treat them as less,
Yeah.
right? Every individual can feel pain and has emotions and has the right to be free and free from pain.
Yeah.
So how do you treat a pig?
I feel bad for that. I'm eating. I eat pig actually. I eat pig. What the?
Yeah.
Do you eat pig?
No, I don't eat pig.
You don't eat
I don't
pig?
eat any animals,
Any animals?
right?
Wow, that's good.
I'm vegan for 9
You're
years,
vegan.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I eat pig actually. So it's animals, right? So I'm eating what I said earlier.
Yes. So it's you see your hypocrisy in it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not here to blame you, and don't blame yourself either because
Because that's the environment that
yes,
I.
that's the society, that's the
society.
culture
Yeah.
that taught you from since you were little
Yeah.
that this is normal.
But actually, sometimes I think that when I'm go to sleep, before I sleep, though I think that maybe someday I want to be a vegan like you.
Really?
I don't want to eat animals anymore because
Yeah.
even I'm scrolling the Facebook, so I saw some videos like the animals. They're cute, they're happy to watch. Then on the other hand, I'm eating them.
Right.
So maybe I feel guilty for that. So I think someday that I don't want to eat them anymore. I want to be a vegan.
Nice.
So but right now I just can't stop myself because we have that I'm not that rich to buy food buy vegetables, fruits. So my family eat animals. Some animals.
Yeah.
So
So you eat
I
canned
do
food, conserved food.
yeah,
You eat that?
yeah,
Yeah. Dried legumes, beans. Those
Oh.
things are very cheap, right?
yeah,
Or also potatoes, very cheap. Or mung beans, for example. Rice is also very cheap.
yeah.
Pasta. So there are many things that you can get that are cheap. You don't have to eat purely vegetables and fruits.
So what advice could you give me or us to be if we want to be a vegan?
It comes down to morals. It comes
Discipline,
down
yeah.
to yes, but more so it comes down to compassion. Let's say you're smoking, okay?
No, I'm not. I don't have I don't have any.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have-
That's good,
It's
that's
waste
good.
of money.
Yeah, right. It's a waste of money. But let's say you are a person who smokes, so you're addicted to smoking, and you want to stop. You go like, okay, f this shit, I want to stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have the discipline to not smoke again. But that's hard, right? Why is it hard? Because you're doing it for yourself. Let's say, okay, you are not female, so you cannot be pregnant. But let's say you could be pregnant. Then you have a child in your belly,
Yeah.
and if you smoke, then you would hurt the baby.
The baby, yeah.
Right? So then you have a reason to stop, not for yourself, but also for your child,
Yeah.
because of compassion, right?
Right.
So compassion is the motivator. Compassion motivates you and inspires you to behave differently for someone else.
Yeah.
And if you want to be vegan, it would be easy for you if the motivation would be to not hurt others.
I think if you want to stop smoking, you need to think you're not a smoker. Because if you think you're a smoker and you start to stop smoking,
Right.
you get easily to encourage of your friends to be smoke again. Because
Yeah.
you're not a smoker. If you think you're not a smoker, you can easily stop smoking.
Right. So if you apply this mindset to veganism, it would be like animal products are not food. Like meat, those are corpses, right?
Yeah.
Those are dead animals. It is someone who wanted to live and who died in pain, who had a painful life, who suffered for that. So if you see meat not as something you can eat, but as someone, you say, okay, it may taste good,
But it's
not food. It is actually, it was someone. It is an individual.
Can I ask something? You said
Sure.
that you are a vegan for almost 9 years, right?
Already 9 years, yes.
Already 9 years. For 9 years, do you have any disease?
I mean, of course, sometimes vegans get sick too.
You
of
don't
course.
feel sick. You feel sick too.
No, I don't
But
feel
not
sick.
that
No.
you don't feel sick.
I feel very healthy, and I am very healthy. I have endurance. I am very strong. On a vegan diet, you can be very healthy, even more healthy than if you eat meat and animal products, because animal products cause a lot of diseases like cancer, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, osteoporosis, and many more.
Vegan.
I
Yeah.
literally see in your body.
Do you work out?
Yes, I do.
I think you are a boxer.
No, I'm not, but thank you. Think about it this way. Where do the animals that we eat get their nutrients from? From plants, right?
Yeah.
So the original source are plants.
Yeah. Does it mean that we have to eat plants instead of animals? Right?
Yes. I mean, we don't have to eat animals.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have to eat animals.
We don't have to eat anyone to get those nutrients.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a good human and not a hypocrite, then you have to be vegan, right? Because otherwise you would pay for the exploitation, the murder, the abuse of animals.
But some religion their member that eating animals is not that bad. Some
Yeah,
religion.
this is why I said that religion can fool you.
Yeah.
Because is it really true that it's okay to hurt animals and to eat them, to kill them?
No.
Murder is not okay in any case, right? Religion doesn't necessarily have to be true. You have always to think for yourself what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
You cannot use religion as an excuse.
Yes.
You cannot use anything as an excuse for bad behavior.
Yeah.
So always think for yourself. Is this right? Is this wrong? And in this case, is there a way to justify abusing and killing an animal? Is there any way you can justify killing and abusing animals?
No.
Right? And if there's no justification,
Yeah.
if there's no excuse, why would you keep doing it? That makes you a huge hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're honest. But it's not like you have decided that, right? You just grew up with it, right? So you never actually woke up one day and said, now I am an animal abuser. You just grew up with it. You just thought there's nothing wrong about it because you thought it's normal. Your parents and your society taught you.
Basically, it's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault, right?
It's not your fault to eat, animals because the environment teach you to do that.
Right.
So, but you can change it, right?
Yeah.
You can change it in the future.
And you're not a bad person, right? Actually, you are not a bad person if you don't really feel the connection, right? But if you understand what you're doing and you're doing it with selfishness, that makes you a bad person, right?
Yeah.
Now you know that if you eat animal products, you hurt animals and you kill animals. Or you give the money to those industries, you tell the butcher and the farmer, keep doing it, do more of it, because I want your products, so I donate my money to you. That makes you a bad person.
Yeah.
In the same way as, let's say, you hate someone, so you pay a killer to hunt them down and kill them. Who is guilty?
Personal murder.
The murderer and the one who pays, right? The one who pays the murderer as well.
Yeah.
The judge will tell you, both go to prison, not just the killer.
Yeah.
And the same should apply to animals, to eating animals. No matter what species, every animal wants to live without pain and in freedom. And if you are a good person, then you respect that.
I don't know how smart you are to not believe in religion, but actually you gain my respect because I think you are a good person and kind.
Yes, thank you. what will you do from now on? What will you change?
If I could change something, maybe I want to be a vegan. I don't want to eat meat anymore, animals anymore. Because you know, as you said earlier, it's true that hurting animals is like we're just hurting some person.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you respect, the bad things, I mean, it's bad to respect the bad things, right? I believe that. If it is bad, so I don't have to respect it, but
Yeah. So basically, let's say someone says, "I want to rape." He says, "I have the right to rape," for example. Then you should not respect that.
yes,
Because that
it's bad.
person is disrespecting that other person's right to not be raped. Because that person would inflict pain on someone else. And as a good person, you should actually stand against it.
Yeah, we have to correct them in the right way.
Yes.
Thank you for the knowledge that you gave us. Because I've learned a lot about the moral things, about the moral discipline, etc. Because of this conversation.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Okay. I appreciate it.